The government shutdown is impacting furloughed employees where it hurts most, their wallets. Nearly 1.4 million federal workers are going without their salaries.
With bills due, 7 is on your side with how some financial institutions are stepping up offering relief for government workers.
So Nina Pineda joins us with how those people should proceed.
I think the advice is proceed with caution for a couple reasons. The first zero pay payday for furloughed workers was more than 2 weeks ago. With no money coming in and bills piling up, companies do have solutions to bridge this gap in income. You really just have to be wary. Okay. We talked with USAA. It serves the financial needs of military families. It has a government shutdown program which offers pay disruption assistance. Here's their public affairs specialist, Daniel Diaz.
We know that there's been a lot of anxiety and uncertainty out there about perhaps meeting basic needs. We don't want people to take on high interest credit cards or high interest loans, right? Just because people are in a situation where they're trying to figure out their day-to-day finances doesn't mean that they need to be potentially put in a position where they're taken advantage of.
USAA is among the companies stepping up. Credit unions like Navy Federal to traditional banks, Chase, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo are also offering a range of relief programs. These can include waiving fees, that includes late fees, you guys, and also payment deferrals. And no interest loans. These zero interest loans, they're meant to replace a missing paycheck. So it's really important that you don't bite off more that you can chew. And also, what's really nice is utility companies are offering flexible payment plans. I mean, utilities are very high. We're getting to this cold snap, Danny was saying. If you're going to be cranking up your heat and worried about the bills, that is a very real fear.
We know how high those utility bills go.
Exactly. So, but you have to get in front of it. Call your utility provider. Say, I'm in this position. And you definitely need to understand this isn't a forgiveness program. These bills aren't going to go away. You should really plan and budget because at some point those are going to be due.
So this is good advice, but what should you ask specifically if you are a government employee who's struggling?
If you're really having trouble making your mortgage or your car payment, contact your loan servicer directly and ask, hey, do you have any pay disruption assistance? They can do things like loan modifications. They can extend a payment deadline. As we talked about, these late fee waivers, interest pauses in some cases. PayPal did just set aside and announced $25 million also worth of interest-free cash advances for federal workers. That's a minimum of $250 and a max of $500. When you are trying to put food on the table, important. Synchrony Bank also, this handles the credit cards for Amazon, Lowe's, Walmart. My PC Richard & Son card, the local chain, goes to Synchrony Bank. They announced that they are pausing credit card payments until after the shutdown.
Wow.
Okay. One thing I've learned from you, Nina, scammers always capitalize on people at their lowest.
Yes.
So is there something that we should all be wary of right now?
Be wary of any text. There are loan sharks swimming in these waters looking to bite you, really. And you know, like you said, any kind of crisis is Christmas for scammers. Look at this caller ID. It looks like it comes from this lady's bank. It wasn't. It was a scammer. If you get a call or a text from somebody soliciting you, only call the number on the back of your card. Veterans Day tomorrow, we were talking about the weather with the parade. Military members are very vulnerable because they're victims of affinity scams because you're part of a community and that's when you get contacted, especially around Veterans Day. Hi, we can help you. You're furloughed. We can give you a loan. We can give you money. For folks in the military, consider these people your enemies. Don't fall for any offers through text, through social media. Get your card and then call the number on the back of your card only. That's the only way you should deal with it.
Oh, the timing of this advice right now, always good. Thank you, Nina.
You're welcome.